because it's the #1 K-beauty brand for a reason. They banned 3,000 toxic chemicals and have access to things you've never heard of before. I'm not really a skin product person. I'm not really a beauty product person because I care mostly about making sure I don't put toxic chemicals on my skin. I don't want my beauty products to kill me, but I do want to feel beautiful. So I'm not ready to go without using skincare, and I'm not ready to go without using makeup. But I just threw everything off the shelf, and it's all Riman. That's it. So I'm Dr. Rimka. I am in private practice in Atlanta. I've been practicing roughly 25 years. I've had 6 brick and mortars. I'm also virtual now, and I do telehealth and offer courses. So I see patients and teach people all over the world. I specialize in mental health, brain health, from a holistic standpoint, from an orthomolecular psychiatry. Big word, but basically I'm a bridge between ancient principles from nature to restore the body to its natural divine state of joy and bliss, coupled with technology that focuses in electromagnetic medicine. I do it in a drug-free approach. I've done it with Navy SEALs, military veterans. I've done it from vaccine-injured children to parents of special needs children that in and of themselves can't sleep or whatever. Also Alzheimer's, MS, Lyme, mold. These are all things I deal with because they're all based in nervous system and brain dysregulation. Now, so why the heck am I here talking about skincare? A few reasons. I'm just going to talk about myself as a 51-year-old woman, a mother of an 18-year-old boy, a business owner, doing my thing. At the end of the day, I also just want to be pretty and attractive and desired and wanted and feel like the most special girl in the world to at least one person. Okay. And about 2 years ago, I started testosterone replacement. And suddenly, about 6 months ago or so, I broke out with extreme severe cystic acne from it, 30 to 50 lesions at a time, very deeply along all my neck. As you can see, I don't have long hair, so I couldn't even hide it. Everything that was along the jawline, around the neck, the back of my neck, up into my scalp, my temples. It was in pain. It was embarrassing. Layering on makeup. Not wanting to wash my face before I went to bed with my partner. Just all the things. I don't want to go to the beach. Oh my gosh, I don't want to get my face wet, and he'll see everything that's happening. Who at 50 wants to have this happen? Okay. Dealing with my hormone replacement doc, no understanding of what to do. All we could do, she's like, I need to take you off all the testosterone. Within 3 to 4 weeks of that, the acne had slightly, maybe, less breakouts, but they were still there. These typically take 6 to 8 weeks to resolve on me. And it was rough. And so now we took me off the testosterone. I was tired, fatigued, couldn't sleep, getting depressed. And I told her, I said, look, I don't know. I don't think I can decide between feeling like I almost want to die at this point or clear skin. This cannot be my choices. So then, of course, the drug options came out. Well, do you want to go on spironolactone? Do you want to go on this? You want to go on Retin-A? I'm like, I am such a holistic person, you guys. I threw away a TV at 22 years old because a mentor told me to do that. I haven't had a TV or watched TV since I was 22. I haven't used deodorant or antiperspirant since I was 22. I haven't used shampoo since about 25 years, 22, 25. I wash my hair once a month when I get it cut. Like, to give you an idea that I don't keep beauty products around. I don't use the kinds of things people do. I've been eating an organic, gluten-free type of diet for 20 years. I'm very crunchy granola. I wear the cleanest makeup on earth that I can find. I do want to keep it tight. Okay, so I want to have cool hair and I want to have some lipstick, but I make sure I source it from here. My nail polish is actually sourced from Korea because Koreans do clean things. Okay, there's a trend there in case you don't notice it. Points on a line. So in my desperation, what I was using was not working. It's a very, very clean line, not helping at all. One of my friends, I reached out to, and I'm like, what is this stuff you're doing? I see your posts. I see what's going on. And in full disclosure, I'm on six, I've been on six or seven scientific or medical advisory boards for corporations. I consult for things like red light therapy, CBD, and for multiple years, I've been doing these things, genetics, optimization, longevity. I'm on a board of an educational institute. I teach continuing education to doctors. So I'm on multiple boards and do several things outside of my private practice. One of the companies I was consulting for came out with a skincare line. They wanted me to review it. I did. And I said, you've got to be kidding, because I will never touch this with a 10-foot pole. Nobody I know will touch this with a 10-foot pole. I can never sell or endorse this. It's toxic. It's full of cancer-causing chemicals. This is awful. And so I called to a friend. She sent me some product. I didn't watch a video. I didn't know a thing. I really barely knew anything about nothing. I was so desperate. I washed my face with it, I'm like, boo, say boo. What? Why? What is that? I don't understand. This sounds so stupid. Seriously. I was like, how many steps you want me to do? I'm like, I barely washed my face. All the stories. Okay. I did it though. I did the things. I did, okay. Put the boost, the spray, the things. Okay. The cream, go to bed. I woke up the next day, looked in the mirror, and literally like doing these things. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. What's that? What's going on? What? 75% reduction, redness all gone, well, the cysts flat. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Like, that can't be right. I mean, and I was doing all of it going, I just don't understand what's happening here. 75% improvement at least overnight. I was like, I'm not going to cry yet. I'm not going to cry yet. I'm really happy though. Thank you so much. I'm not going to cry. Wash my face again, put it on. Did the same thing the next day. That second day, I did cry, tears of joy and gratitude. I went online and I made a video. I'm like, let me tell you, I can't get over this. You need it.
It's really hard to imagine that just a few weeks ago, I was so insecure, scared, and lost all my confidence because of how bad cystic acne was on my face. And I'm looking today like, wow. Thank you, Riman.
The genius of this owner and developer has done something I've never seen before. And it makes total sense because none of us have had access to it before. No wonder my skin never saw this before. No wonder nothing's ever worked like this. And I'm telling you, I was doing all kinds of things, making my own chemistry sets from everything from the research that told me it should have cleared up my skin, but it wasn't doing it. And so I'm like, okay, I don't really understand what's going on here. So I am back on my testosterone. My skin is better than ever. I just interviewed my esthetician, medical esthetician, who was injecting cortisone. I got to the point, I let him inject the cortisone. I couldn't even take the pain, and I had to be on stages. I had to be speaking in front of thousands of doctors. I go, I can't do this. I'm losing my confidence. I can't walk on a stage and feel weak. I can't do it. I need it fixed. So I temporarily even let him go, do it, extract them, do what you got to do. I don't have to do any of that anymore. She saw my face this week, Tuesday, and just said, I cannot believe it. She says, there's literally nothing to extract. There's nothing to inject. She's like, I need what you have. I'm going to ship it to you. I said, I'll send it to you, girl. She's like, I've never seen it. That's the most radical change in skin I've ever seen. And it's like 2 months of use. She goes, it's brighter, it's glowing. I'm like, it's this luminous light stuff.
And with her, she really is a testimony. So whatever you're using, girls, send it my way.
Okay, hey, so Dr. Rimka, here with Carolyn. Tell them what you do.
Hi. Yeah, I'm a medical esthetician here at Dermatology Associates of Atlanta. We are skin medics here. I've been seeing Stephanie, I would say, for about a few months now, at least 3 months, right? Yeah. She came in to see me. She had cystic acne all on the sides of her jawline, all on the back of her ears. She had a few up here all around on the sides of her foreheads, her temples, which I thought was hormonal acne.
I am still doing testosterone injections. I'm
doing replacement. I'm 51 years old, so we just want to
maintain.
And I have sebaceous hyperplasia, so that makes it's a genetic skin condition. So I'm more prone to the sebaceous glands becoming cysts.
There's been a crazy shift in her skin. I mean, the texture, the brightening effect, all of her hormonal acne has definitely subsided. I'm honestly blown away. It really has been life-changing though. Like there's nothing more, I would say, like for me, like I'm so passionate in my job, but there's nothing more satisfying than being able to see the transition, the transformation that my patients walk through. And with her, she really is a testimony. So whatever you're using, girls, send it my way.
So that's my personal testimony, mind-blowing. And everybody I have using it is like the same. Maybe it's not overnight as dramatic, but within 2-3 days, they're like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like, I know I'm not. It's tiger grass and Jeju water. That's all you need to know. It's just lava water. I don't know. And I honestly, I joke, I've looked at the science. You don't need to know the magical ingredients. You don't need to know any of the things. You're like, honey, it's tiger grass and this frequency water. It's amazing. It's magic stuff from Korea. That's all you have to say. That's really all anybody needs to know, because they don't really care either. They just want to know, can it fix it? Can it make it prettier? Can it make it cleaner? And then for people like me, a lot about clean matters, right? I'm that crunchy granola mom. I'm the one that had arnica in her purse. So when her son fell down, he was getting arnica and lavender on him, essential oils. That's me. Yeah, I do things. Oh, you can't sleep? Take some vetiver. Oh, try some frankincense. And what about some arnica? What about, that's how I live life. Not everybody does, but it matters to me that they've banned over 3,000 toxins. It matters to me that they're way more strict in Korea than they are even in European standards. American standards are a joke. We allow anything to happen here. I want to say something a little sobering, and I may never get a chance to do this again, and you may never hear this again. So I'm going to take the chance. I'm going to tell you now. And I'm not doing this to criticize or to shame anyone. I'm doing it to bring awareness to a serious problem we have. The average baby today is born before he or she takes its very first breath. Studies have shown with an average of 287 chemicals inside that baby. 217 of those are known to cause nervous system damage. 208 of those cause birth defects. And 180 have been identified as causing cancer. So before a baby has taken its first breath, it's coming in poisoned. It's coming in with a toxic load. How are we expecting it to even function? Are we surprised at all the childhood illnesses, the allergies, the reactions? Then once they get born in the hospital, God only knows what happens, right? So as I said, I see a lot of people, lots. And it's getting younger and younger. And 20 years ago, I did not see kids with anxiety disorders. 20 years ago, I did not see children with panic disorders. Nobody heard of 13-year-olds mutilating, cutting themselves. No one ever heard of that when we were growing up. Who did that? Nobody. You know how common it is now? I see it every single week in practice. Anxiety, depression, PTSD, panic attacks, confusion, loss of emotion, depersonalization, brain fog, confusion, memory loss, loss of taste, loss of hearing, loss of smell. Sound familiar? Hair loss, all these things that people are hearing about. Thyroid dysfunction, insomnia, adrenal dysfunction, and seizures. Super common. I'm seeing them more and more. I'm going to put the pieces together here because I don't want to see one more person get something that they don't need to get that's actually causing all of these. And it has to do with some of this toxic load. Those babies are being born with that toxic load because they're getting it directly from their mothers. And the average woman is slathering on 350 to 400 chemicals a day in the name of beauty, in the name of anti-aging. Now, I want us to embrace aging in a beautiful way. And that requires radical self-love and radical self-acceptance. I can't wave a magic wand and make that happen. People are going to be pushing up against it. I'm going to be pushing up against it. Maybe it is weird to see your face change. It's like, I don't think that doesn't look like me. What happened? It's strange. I get it, the whole process. But I don't want to save one person. I kind of want to save everybody. That's what I'm here for. And that to me is what Riman can offer to people, because it is the most extraordinary anti-aging or reverse aging rejuvenation product I've ever seen with zero toxicity. It's giving Botox style and filler results without any of that risk. People don't understand what this is doing. I didn't understand what it was doing until I studied it. And they're not being told the truth. So I've been talking about the dangers of Botox and fillers for a very long time, but it's been hard for people to go, well, I hear you, but I still don't like what I see in the mirror. I feel ashamed. I don't recognize myself. I don't want to make love to my husband. I don't, I don't want to get water on my face and have the makeup come off when I'm on a weekend with my boyfriend. But now you can. Riman is doing it because it's healing you from the inside out. And we can start with the collagen, with the gut supplement. We start from beauty from the inside out. You should not be beautiful at the cost of your health. Your health should get better. This is healing you at a cellular level, going from the inside or topical. We're going both ways. Growing hair back. I know we're not supposed to say it, but you say what you want. My hair is growing back. So I do use this, and I sent it to my mother. She's like, you can send me more of the hair stuff. I said, okay, Mommy, I'll send you more. So there's a little bit of my why, and it matters to me. I don't need you guys to know those stats, but I know every time you're selling this to someone and you're giving the collagen mask and they're having those Botox style results. I'm going to do one tonight because I have a photo shoot tomorrow, and I'll do one in the morning too. So I'm super fresh. You are saving potentially someone's life. I've seen patients go deaf. I've seen them have full face paralysis. I've seen them have suicidal ideation, all directly from Botox. I am tired of it. I'm tired of them thinking that is safe and that's the only option. This is an extraordinary option. And the idea that 20-year-olds are getting it and then 13-year-old little girls are using poisons, get them on this instead. I'm looking at their 20, 30 years down the road. Are they able to have babies? Are they going to be fertile? So please, to me, it's more than just skincare. It's really whole body care. It's your holistic way of saying, and the whole concept of the Korean heritage plants and that ritual of mothers teaching the daughter, like, take time, give yourself a ritual of adornment, of self-care, of self-love. I love it. So there's my testimony on this and why and the products and what the ingredients, the why that maybe some of you have missed. We could do a science call another time, but nobody cares about all that. That isn't important. And Riman has come along and giving me my own rebirth. So I'm really grateful. And I hope you consider joining us. We have a good time. And it's pretty light, it's skincare. I'm crying and I'm a very sensitive person and I feel big feelings, but it's fun. It's fun helping people feel beautiful again. It's fun getting messages. Oh my God, I usually avoid mirrors. And now I look in the mirror and I can't believe that. I never normally feel sexy, but I feel sexy for the first time. That's a beautiful thing to hear from 50 and 60 and 70-year-old people. I love it.